What does all this say about a president who hates the day-to-day give and take of politics, who doesn't have respect for the members of Congress, who doesn't show loyalty to those who supported him with their money and their time and their organizational efforts? What does this say about a president who doesn't show any gratitude, who has frozen Oprah Winfrey and Caroline Kennedy out of the White House, these two important people who helped him get elected? What does this say about a president who has ignored his African-American base to the point where every single African-American leader that I spoke to told me, generally on background, so I couldn't quote them by name, that they were deeply disappointed and disillusioned with Barack Obama, the first black president? It seems to me that it speaks volumes about his character and his inflated self-image. One final story I'd like to share with you. On the evening of Tuesday, June 30th, 2009, Obama invited 9 liberal, like-minded historians to the White House to have dinner with him in the family quarters. As they dug into their lamb chops, Obama wasn't shy about flaunting his famous self-confidence. He boasted that he intended to bring the Israelis and the Palestinians together, and bring peace, a permanent peace to the Middle East. He'd opened the constructive dialogue with America's enemies in Iran and North Korea, and through the powers of his personal persuasion, helped them to see the errors of his ways. He'd inject the regulatory hand of the federal government into the American economy in an effort to create what he called a more just and equitable society. Historians who were very pro-Obama sat there and scratched their head, and one of them said that maybe Obama didn't remember the difficulties that Lyndon Johnson had trying to wage a foreign war while implementing an ambitious domestic agenda. And when he raised that objection, Obama grew very testy. He knew better. He could prevail by the force of his personality. He could solve the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, put millions of people back to work, redistribute wealth, withdraw from Iraq, and reconcile the United States to a less dominant role in the world. He could do all of that. It was, by any measure, a breathtaking display of narcissistic grandiosity from a man whose entire political curriculum vitae consisted of 7 undistinguished years in the Illinois State Senate, 2 mostly absent years in the U.S. Senate, and 5 months and 10 days in the White House at that time. Unintentionally, Barack Obama revealed during that meeting the characteristics that made him totally unsuited for the presidency and would doom him to failure: his extreme haughtiness, his excessive pride, his ideological bent as a far left-wing corporatist, and, my friends, his astounding amateurism. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ed. Wonderful. What time is your book signing? 10 o'clock?
Yes, that's right.
Let me get a big plug in there.